Unless the PBs by only like a second or less than that, then that'd be pretty. And Afroman starting here. Spooky's probably a little bit behind. They'll resync in a second.
Yep. So
this is yep, as with his last race, Afroman is on Japanese, so he has the time save the text in that Japanese exclusive trick. Spooky losing time overall, but he will be a little bit ahead up to the after the second split in the game Boo release. So he'll have a little bit of advantage at the start.
for sure.
Let's see if how to do parlor. I know some people like dragging the ghost in different directions, like up left, up. I sometimes do upright as well.
It'll definitely be interesting to kind of see the difference between one of the more higher players and one of the more beginner players in Baz.
Spooky is not, or Baz is not doing the scare skips by pulling out the Game Boy, where Afroman is. He does it on the last ghost.
Both very clean by both of the runners.
Yep. Afro getting a little bit to the right of that key there to save a little bit of walking time, gaining some time over Spooky. Afroman not doing a scare skip and just doing a turn there.
Yeah, it seems that Afroman's not really wanting these scare skips. Besides here, this is a very interesting double. Everyone has a little bit of a different setup for it.
Optimally, you want to try to go as fast as possible, but if you do that, you're very likely to despawn the rightmost ghost because you're just too far away. So that can be an issue sometimes. So they are pretty close, actually.
Yeah, they're only about a second and a bit off of each other.
So if this difference continues, SpookyBazz should almost pull ahead after the EGAD text coming up soon. That gives him the advantage.
Quite the. Both getting all of the doubles.
That's nice. That means
Afroman with the
having a good area one. SpookyBazz starting off to the left side of the wardrobe.
Having a little bit of trouble with that key there.
That key is very hard to get if you don't really know, if you don't have like a visual cue. I use a visual cue, it's the key's rotation. I know some people just feel it, some people count. It really just depends on what you're comfortable with there. But that key can be hard.
It indeed can be. This is where Baz's few text boxes lay to try and save a tiny bit of time. Neville is also a really cool portrait ghost to look at because everyone has very different strategies. Afroman, top left, and SpookyBazz, bottom left.
I believe bottom left takes about a second. And it looks like, neither of them have low percent. They actually have the same amount of pearls. It looks like Baz somewhere picked up a couple extra coins because he only has 5, whereas Afroman only has 1. Afroman getting hit there to lose that coin.
Yeah, optimally in Area 1, you want to try and collect the least amount of money as possible to save a few, isn't it like a quarter of a second?
About a second if you have absolutely no money. But if you have no coins, it's only about a quarter of a second, yeah.
Afroman with a very clean Lydia, and
only SpookyBazz,
not too far behind.
Laggy room because the balcony's loaded out back. It's kind of dumb, but you know what?
Yeah.
Especially on like GameCube. On emulator in USB loading, which is banned once you get below a certain time, it actually doesn't really lag there, unless you I don't know. So yeah, I actually saw Spooky proxying some ball catches before the race started, so let's see if he can get those. That'd be pretty hype.
That'd be awesome to watch.
Oh, Afroman. Actually, that's like interesting strat to lose coins there.
Yeah, that was.
I never thought about that. Actually.
That's super smart, actually.
I might try that. Knocking on the door to lose coins because usually when I don't have low percent, I have like 1 or 2 coins. So speaking of coins, they're gonna be losing coins here because they want to have as little as possible. So they'll try to be losing them. Sometimes they can get into a spot where if you try to avoid them, you lose a little bit of time. It's not really worth it at that point.
Yeah, I believe Baz has a few too many coins to really try and get rid of all of them in this fight.
I think you can get rid of like. I think if you get hit, I think you can lose like a maximum of like 12 because each hit that's not the rocking chairs do like 5. You lose like 5 points, and then you get 2 from each rocking. Well, actually, normally you only get hit by 1, so it's like 12. It's around 10.
Afroman with that ball catch there, really well done.
That's nice.
Let's see if we can get it from Baz. Very
Nice.
well done
Both
from Baz
players
as well.
Getting the ball catches.
And looks like they both got it down to 55. It seems that Afroman lost all of his coins as well.
Yeah, trying to keep Chauncey above 50 to avoid the extra rocking chair cycle. Oh, that's a lot more coins than I forgot. That I remember you lose getting hit.
Generally, when you're gonna want to try and lose your coins while he's doing the little belly bounces.
Loses no time, and if you actually get under him while you have iframes, you push him forward a little bit, saving a couple frames.
Second ball catch there from Afroman as well. Very well done. Let's see if Baz can get it. Oh, just a little bit too late. But
yeah,
not too bad. With I believe that was a 557 catch and a 607 catch.
607 key for Afroman,
And
Baz
a
with the
616
key.
Definitely not too bad from both the runners.
For his time, a 617 is pretty good. Actually.
Yeah, that's a really impressive time coming out from Baz.
That was a very clean area 1 actually.
Yeah,
Baz.
from both of them.
Yeah, and Afroman as well. So yeah, it looks like Afroman is only about 10 seconds ahead, which means if Afroman and him are tied entering ballroom and SpookyBazz gets ER, which is where the floating whirlwind does, the portrait goes to the ballroom, just randomly show their heart for 10 seconds, or 10 seconds earlier. It's completely random as of now. Then if Afroman doesn't get it, he'll lose 10 seconds, losing him the lead if they are tied. And they'll probably be roughly, if assuming Spooky plays about the same level as Afro, entering Shy Guy, or entering ER. But Shy Guy doubles are very hard, especially for newer players. I struggle with them a lot. They take a lot of practice to get down. So yeah, a lot of people have trouble with that, and it looks like neither of them had any coins entering Area 2.
Yeah,
which means
Baz
pretty nice.
managed to lose quite a few coins. Yeah, this is definitely possible for Baz to catch up, just simply with early release, like he had said.
Yeah, if he just gets ER, and assuming that they're tied entering Whirlwindas though, they can both screw up the Shy Guy doubles and easily lose sometime.
Nice double out there from Afroman.
Yeah, this bathroom double sometimes can be annoying because the hitboxes are weird. Usually it's very easy to get, but I've had some times where I just miss it, and it can be annoying, trust me. Not something you want to miss.
Both runners getting it.
Yeah, the reason why English stopped saving time after boot release is right after you boot release, there is a lot of text before you enter the mansion again, and it's so much that Japanese catches back up and then some. It goes back ahead.
Yeah, it saves about 8 seconds in just from the text skips and mouse holes as well. Really good doubles coming out here from Afroman as well.
Yeah, those are. Let's see if he gets to all of them. And
all like 3 of them.
And now
Alright, Baz's turn. Oh, there's the first one.
That was a very fast first double.
That was very nice. Second one as well.
Oh my god, dude, these are insane doubles.
Early release for Afroman.
Meaning that Baz will not get free time save. Those doubles by Baz were pretty insane, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was very well done from Baz and Afroman.
Okay, so yeah. And no ER for Spooky, meaning that he's even losing more time. That's kind of unfortunate.
Very unfortunate 10-second time loss due to RNG.
Yeah, when he's already about 10 behind. So it's going to be pretty hard for him to catch up in the early game because... actually, no, the next coming up split is almost all RNG, other than Mirror Room, but that's really... once you really get good at Mirror Room, you don't really lose time to it. It's a possibility, so I wouldn't count it out.
Oh, Afroman missing that double.
That's going to cost him some time if Baz can get it. So yeah, I think he got early poster. I wasn't actually watching.
Yeah, he did get what you call early poster.
Yep. I like that name because you're not skipping the poster technically. Oh, I think Baz missed early poster.
Seems that he did.
10
10
flat.
flat.
Dang,
If he
almost
didn't
a
miss
sub
that
10.
double, that would have been a very nice sub 10.
That would have been. That would have been like a 10, a 957, 956, I think. Maybe even better. Um, Especially off of a 1007 Area 1. That's pretty insane. 1007P into a sub 10 boo release is pretty good.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So yeah, this is just showing what happens if you don't get early poster. You have to just suck it off, and it loses you about 5 seconds.
Yeah, the 1032 uh release for Baz. Definitely not too bad for the time that he's running against.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he was only behind for a very brief amount of time, and he didn't have early release or early poster, so he definitely has some time saved there. Now, Fire Split, like I said, it's the most RNG heavy split. There are 6 boos in it. And the only other thing that's in the split, other than like text and movement, is Mirror Rim. Once you get to a pretty good, like once you become a pretty good player, like Afroman, you usually don't miss it. But even like Baz, I think, has a good shot at getting all the doubles. If he knows how to do strats.
The mirror room doubles are they're hard for everyone, but once you kind of get the hang of it, you
Yeah, they become easier. They
don't
become
really
some of the
miss.
easiest doubles in the game, actually.
Afroman with pretty poor
Bad
RNG.
RNG. So yeah, boos are completely luck in this game. He's opting to save a couple frames by oh, Baz going for the tech skip, I think.
Seems that
He is
he
going for the
is.
tech skip. That's pretty cool. If he gets it,
Uh,
this will be oh. Yeah, boos can be in paintings in this game and like dartboards, which doesn't make sense. I don't know how they can hide in those. But they can.
Baz getting the tech skip,
Yo,
very
that's
well
pretty
done.
hype. Not many people at his level actually go for it, so the fact he got it is pretty insane.
Uh, if you suck off a poster or like a cloth or a sheet while sucking up a boo, you're actually able to skip the boo text, and getting it on the first boo is really good because he has a lot more text boxes than all the other boos.
I believe it's the knockback animation of the cloth that causes it. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not sure either. Um, Baz getting very poor RNG in Area 1 actually.
They both had pretty bad RNG.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'd say area 2 might be the most RNG heavy area in the game. Cause I believe it has 11 boos. Okay. Yeah, 11 boos, and I think that's the most in any area.
Yeah, that's more than Area 2 or Area 3 rather. That has only 10
Area,
that's gotten.
yes, it has 10 boos, not including boo losses, but boo losses is technically not RNG aside from the ice spawn, but that's not really that usually doesn't matter. It can though. There's also things like early release and melody that add to the RNG in area 2, but it's not very significant.
Yeah.
Aside from ER, that's probably the most significant instance of RNG in the entire game. Aside from Grimly, actually,
Yeah,
which we'll talk
Grimly.
about later.
Oh my god, Baz, very unfortunate. Has 2 of the boos inside of the portraits.
Yeah, his RNG has not been the greatest this run.
Afroman, on the other hand, is playing quite well.
He did have some bad RNG in like anti-rim.
Yeah, but other than that, everything else has been pretty decent.
His run has been pretty good actually.
Getting the first double. These are not easy doubles to get, so very well done.
Especially when we try to do it fast, it's pretty hard to get the setup.
Coming up here, we have Fire Warp.
Yeah, if you save the game as you get the boo, or as you get the fire element, you skip a little bit of the text and you don't have to clear the dumb puzzle in this room. I don't really like it that much.
Yep. Afroman getting it.
Yes, it saves more time on English because of the slower text, but I think it's only like a second or two more it saves. But they save, it's still is time saved. So let's see if SpookyBazz gets Fire Warp here, while Afroman is going to get the key to laundry room. Ooh,
Dope.
despawning the ghost. That can happen if you Oh, he got both the ghosts to despawn. This room can be hard to see where the ghosts are because they're invisible unless you look in the mirror.
Your depth perception can be very misled. Well, in the mirror room as well as the projector.
There's actually one of these ghosts in PAL in the wardrobe room, and the only mirror in wardrobe room is very small, so it's very hard to see them.
Mm.
Let's see if he gets Fire Warp. He had perfect RNG. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. And the boo is going the right way. Can he get the Fire Warp?
It's in a very awkward position right now.
And he nailed it.
Did he? I didn't see. Oh, yes, he did. Afroman now on Butler's cycle. So your goal on Butler's cycle is to try and complete the laundry room. Open the chest and hit the mouse hole. All before the Butler shows his heart.
Oh, he's probably going to be going to something called hat skip, where if you get the hat as the chest cutscene starts to play, you can skip it. It just makes the Butler cycle a little bit, it's a little bit faster. It doesn't really save much time in other categories where you need the money, just because you miss out on the money.
I believe he got it.
Yes,
he did indeed.
So,
you want to ideally open up that chest. It doesn't give you anything, but it will skip the animation of the chest appearing when you go back later on.
Yeah, it doesn't save time until you re-enter the room. So if you if there was ever a route where you go into hidden room and then you meter warp out, it actually wouldn't save any time opening that chest unless
it would actually waste a little bit of time.
Unless you have like a really bad Butler cycle and you can open it, but it doesn't really matter. It wouldn't save time anyway.
Here comes the JP exclusive text skip. And, capturing the boo while entering the mouse hole allows you to skip the text. This is unfortunately a Japanese exclusive.
Yeah, and another thing that can happen is if you catch the boo on a certain frame, you will be stuck inside the wall and you cannot escape without quitting the game. Losing you around, I think, 3 minutes if you do Fire Warp. If you don't do Fire Warp, it loses you the entirety of the run.
Yeah.
So you just try not to do it on that certain frame. English players and PAL players don't have to worry about that. But usually want to enter the mouse hole as late as possible. That way you don't have any risk of soft locking.
Right.
And Baz getting a Butler cycle.
Making it.
If you miss the Butler, it loses about 20 seconds because you have to go back out and light his candle, and then while he's walking back, you can get the boo, and that mitigates a decent amount of time loss. So
that
doesn't happen.
Well, looks like that didn't happen. Fortunately, the boo's being very pesky on him right now.
Yeah, so getting the boo in the Butler cycle makes the time loss a little bit less significant than it would be. But if you have really bad RNG, it might not really be worth. Actually, I think even if you have worst RNG, it still might be worth going for. So Afroman approaching on another RNG element in this game. This one's probably the least significant. It's only a couple frames.
Yeah,
Melody will either play Underwater Theme from SMB1 or Athletic from SMB3. And SMB1 Water Theme is a little bit faster, and you don't have to scroll up.
It's like 2 frames faster.
Yeah, it's only a couple frames.
It's kind of meme RNG.
SpookyBazz is messing up the
run in any way. But yeah, the hidden room is it has probably the most impressive quad in the entire mansion, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, there aren't actually many quads in this game. One of the notable ones is Armory Quad, but that's usually a YOLO strat, which are just strats that are not very consistent enough to go in runs. Like even in world record attempts, people usually don't go for them. That's how inconsistent they are. So generally they are not gone for, unless it's like a last ditch effort, like boom double.
Afroman getting the key with the suck up there.
Let's see if he oh yeah. So you'll see them pulling out their vacuum whenever they pull out their flashlight. It just skips a little animation. It's called vacuum canceling. He just did it right there. Saves a little bit of time on every one, but the amount of time to do it makes it add up to a couple seconds, I believe. Just because of how many times you do it. And he's pretty low on fire, so there's a very small chance he might run out here if he expels it all, and then that will lose him about 10 seconds.
Baz is actually very, very low on health.
Oh yes, and he is on English.
That can be very dangerous.
Because of the double damage. So yeah,
Afroman with a 1918, I believe, or not 1918, 1948.
water, which is a pretty impressive time.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
pretty
a,
good
that's
time.
a
Any sub 20
pretty good
time is
water.
pretty good. Even yeah, top of Auroras only get like an 18, so it's not that far behind them. He's searching there. Nice, he got good RNG. He might have actually known the boo wasn't there because of when he switched, but because he saw the boo. He might have seen there's something in the washing machine, and then it switched, and he knew that the decoy wasn't there, which is a very good play by Afroman, if that's the case.
It's very well
Spooky
done.
here. Oh, that's some hundo strats. He's doing water in the plant while getting spooky.
Um,
Oh,
Baz
Baz missing the one
missing
cycle.
the melody one cycle.
She actually
Um,
can be oddly resistive sometimes. So,
yeah, if you don't get the right angle on her, she can be very difficult. Baz on even less health now. Just standing on 14 is very risky.
luckily, once he enters the graveyard, he can get a big heart. I don't know if he will get it, but he can, and it will he'll give him 50 health, which will put him at 64, assuming he doesn't take damage. Which also
That
means
means
that he
that
can't do.
he won't do the intentional damage on the Spooky, probably.
That'd be a very bad play. And after making the double, now let's see if he gets the Bogmire one cycle here. He's gonna try to kill Bogmire one cycle. It's kind of precise. It a little bit is RNG where he goes. Sometimes he can try to go like away from the walls and towards the middle, and it's really hard to do it. But if he just goes into a wall, it becomes almost free because he's not really moving anywhere.
Yeah, Baz just saved on the last boo, so if he dies, he can come back.
Yeah, hopefully he won't die in the kitchen.
Hopefully
also-
not.
Oh yeah, one thing that I want to mention that I don't think I mentioned last time was doors in this game. Every time you see a pair of double doors, which I believe are the foyer in the kitchen and the I think that's it. When you go through the left door, Luigi's left door, not the player's left door, it saves like a little bit of time because he pushes the door rather than pull it. There are actually other games that use this where it's faster, like Mario 64. It's actually a tiny bit faster to go through left door. One cycle by Afro.
Very good one cycle by Afroman.
Clean. Even when he was in the
Very
middle, it was still pretty clean.
22-21 key grab.
That's
He's on
pretty
a
impressive.
very good pace. Baz just getting the water out.
Yeah.
Generally, you're gonna want to try and get the fire out on the door before getting the boo, but
He did it.
he luckily the boo didn't escape on him or anything like that.
So this split is one of the easiest split to optimize. It's ice. Most of it's cutscenes and walking. There's a little bit of gameplay. Most of your time lost in this split will probably come from flashlight cancels and the T room.
Yeah. Big not a big time save, but a time save that you can do is also there's a text skip
Oh yeah,
in,
T-room text skip.
in T room. I don't know if Afroman goes for it.
Yeah, that saves a little bit of time. It can be hard to set up though, so not many newer runners go for it. It doesn't save as much. It doesn't save much time because it's not like for example, the parlor text skip saves more time because it's
The amount of
First
text boxes
two.
that you're skipping.
And,
Ooh,
Spaz
Baz,
getting the 50 heart.
very close to getting that double. Getting his health back up, not risking dying here today.
Yes. This just shows how much more risky English is. It's because you take double damage, so not only is it slower, it's a little bit harder. So
Yeah,
that's why Japanese is definitely better.
I would actually like not only recommend when you get Japanese for the time save, but also just for the health. The health alone is very helpful.
It's a little bit less straining on your hands than like Clairvoyant. You don't have to mash as much
Mhm.
because there's less text, or there's faster text, so you have to mash for less time. I know some people don't like mashing in Clairvoyant, hurts their hands a little bit. It happened to me too, but after switching to Japanese, it was definitely less straining on my hands.
For sure. Baz coming up here on Bogmire. Let's see if he can clutch out at one cycle.
Yes, he probably if he gets the one cycle, that'd be 2 one cycles. I think yesterday, I believe Jurga got a one cycle actually. No,
Yeah, I
neither of you one cycled actually. So
just
Baz missing
just
it.
missing the one cycle. Pretty good spawn on Bogmire though.
Yeah, he gets fallen like the top left. Oh, he might get hit
His
here.
shadows
Oh,
are
he
very close.
beautifully avoided.
Oh, juked it.
He beautifully dodged the ghost.
Very well done.
Afroman knocking this
Um,
double skip.
About as clean as 2 cycles come, I would say.
So yeah, he held out the element there to avoid getting scared by the ghost, and he's gonna shoot water through the ceiling, and it looks like it's like going through the ceiling. It's actually the door's hitbox is for some reason very low, like extends very low, and you can actually hit it through the ceiling, because you're actually hitting the door's hitbox. You're not even going through the ceiling, so it's honestly pretty crazy that works. Like the hitbox is so low. I wonder why they did that.
Regardless, it's saves it's like 4 seconds or so.
So he's gonna be doing the first grabber on the ceiling.
No T-room tech skip or anything like that.
Nah,
But
but he got
very
the ceiling
quickly.
first one, which is a little bit faster than going for the one on the floor. Alright, let's see what kind of, a sub 26 ice is a pretty good. I've only think I gotten 2 of those ever, so he's on a very spectacular pace right now.
Yeah, I've only ever gotten a low 26, never even a sub 26. He's playing a very good game here, as well as some incredible RNG on the Boo. That's about as good as you are gonna get. And
Ooh, did get the ice element there.
the Boo in the Tea Room is the most susceptible Boo to leaving at 0 HP. The ice actually giving him trouble. Holy.
That probably lost him more time to like bad RNG on the Boo.
Yeah.
Alright, here's another example of oh wait, he's not gonna hold out the ice here. If you hold out the ice there, you just get things scared. It's generally the preferred strat because it's 100% consistent if you do it usually. I think I've seen it where it doesn't. So yeah, doing Petunia first and no out of bounds because it's faster. Basically, people do it 100%. That's just because if you do Petunia first and you miss one of her pearls, there's a chance Nana's pearls won't spawn. And sometimes the pearls can get stuck behind the bathtub and it's really hard to get them, so it just loses a lot of time. So it's overall, it's better to go for Nana first and 100%, but I know out of bounds it's a little bit better because it's faster.
Indeed.
These yarn balls have really bad collision. If you walk into them, you just stumble a lot. Luckily, the speedrun strats, you usually don't have that happen.
Very, very well done on the yarn balls from Afroman. Bringing Nana over to the right side.
Ooh, if the Boo can be in the bottom left, if the Boo's in the bottom left, that'll be very bad. Ooh, he got second best RNG for how he checks the room. Nana's Boo can leave a lot. This Boo definitely is notorious. I've seen a decent amount of people who have this Boo leave.
Definitely can be very tricky. Afroman on his way, requiring to grab fire for the Astral Hall. He did win light candles.
Yeah, I hate these candles, man.
These candles are very difficult because how Luigi moves. You sometimes don't see which candles you don't light, but Afroman making it look childish.
One thing that's very annoying about this room is that if you don't light the candles in the right order, there's a chance that Luigi will be facing towards a Shy Guy, and when that happens, the Shy Guy won't spawn immediately, and that just makes the double a lot harder to set up.
Oh, bad.
After that,
Missing the
ooh.
ghost on top. Hopefully that won't be too bad. Oh, actually, it went on top of the table.
You actually fall off the table there when you're checking out that ghost. It's pretty annoying. And Baz with the, I think that was sub 29 water or ice. I'm not sure though.
Very close.
It looked like it. It's either 28.5, 2859.9, or 2900.0. Either way, probably that's pretty good. Baz is playing a lot better than I would expect him to be.
Baz is doing quite well for 114 time.
Yes, he is. He can definitely. He can maybe sub 110 with this run if he plays really good.
Just getting the Boo. Afroman coming up on Moonshot here.
This is very hard if you don't have a visual cue, but it looks like he's gonna have a sub 30 Moonshot, which is pretty insane.
It's very well done. And got the lineup. No meme 360 moonshot today.
29:51. That's a pretty insane moonshot time.
That is very, very well done.
He is definitely on sub
Baz
1 hour
just
pace.
here on
Ooh, Baz.
Petunia.
Petunia is
Very,
yeah.
very deceptively difficult. One sharp movement and she immediately cuts off.
Yeah, she's somewhat similar to Bogmire. She's definitely if you have very good pulls, which is pretty hard to do, you can usually one cycle her, but if you don't have if you don't have like perfect pulls, she can sometimes just like break away, and it's kind of annoying, especially at like very low health, like below 10. Baz, let's see if he gets good yarn balls, and he did.
Very good.
Ooh, that's losing him some time.
Bumped into her though. Just a
Not
couple of
very,
though.
yeah, because she instantly respawns. You don't have to get like, for example, like I believe a bang shot. If you lose him, you have to hit him with at least one pool ball. Whereas Nana, you have to you can just hold R and you'll get her immediately.
Oh, looks
Also,
like the boo changed on Baz there right at the end there. Very unlucky.
I think he actually found a boo ball.
Oh, did he? I didn't actually see the boo ball pop out.
Maybe.
Baz here. Pumping a little fast, but just barely is able to get it. And Afroman here in the projector room. The projector room has some of the most rewarding doubles, I'd say. They're really cool.
In my opinion, projection room is hard to learn, but once you learn it, it's really consistent.
I completely agree with that.
It's one of my favorite rooms to do.
I really like projector room. It's really interesting. Baz with really good candles there, actually.
I think if you, I think what I said about the Shy Guy doesn't actually apply to the Gold Ghost in Astral Hole. Wait, never mind. I think it.
Oh yeah, it did. Oh, Baz opting to go for the singles.
That's way safer. I don't blame him.
Yeah, those spawns were very sketchy. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, getting smacked by the Shy Guy.
Choosing to burn him. That's a very smart strategy.
That is a pretty good setup. Losing some time, but if you didn't get doubles, it's still faster, so that's good.
Afroman go for the triple. It looks like
coming up on Neville's room or the study. This could be kind of an annoying room to read, because the boo can be like in the bottom left, which is the very and the boo switches on him.
Yeah, the boo is very confusing for Afroman here.
So the Twins mobile, the little fan, is really hard to spin, especially for newer players. Like even I struggle with it a lot. I hate spinning the fan; it's so annoying.
The fan, if you don't get the right spin on it right away, it can sometimes be very tricky. But Afroman making it look like it's complete work.
The Astral Hall is one of the hardest rooms to read in the game because of how many objects are in a close amount of space. That's why Baz had some trouble there.
Baz's boo was getting very high there, but able to clutch it out. In here, Afroman is a lot of casual players don't actually know you can use your elements or your vacuum to see what chests the twins are in. Oh my gosh, Afroman misreading. Luckily it's not really an issue.
It can be an issue when you're on PvP pace though. That's not very good. But yeah, the hints for these twins are really bad. It's just with the 360. Did he land the 360 moonshot?
He may have gotten it.
Oh
he
my
got
god!
It. 360 moonshot coming out here. Baz style pointing.
Styling on After. Well, he's pretty far behind, so he doesn't really have much to lose right now. But Afroman, like I said, the hint for these guys are really bad. Even if you read it, you probably wouldn't understand what it meant if you didn't know already. So yeah, the game doesn't really tell you aside from a really bad hint. So yeah, a lot of people actually don't know that the boo can't be in the bunk bed here. That's one of the places people naturally search. This boo right here can very easily leave, but he costs almost no time. You get to see why. As you see, he's right in the hallway on the way to the nursery. So he can just do that, and it loses very, very little time.
boos in a lot of people don't know this, but boos when they're in lit rooms, it doesn't matter what lit room, as long as it's lit, you're able to get the boo. But if it's dark, you cannot.
You can still do
So,
like very small amount of damage, like
but
very
it's,
slowly.
you can deal a little bits of damage, but you can't actually get them.
Yeah, and similar to art pumps, when you are in a dark room, you can do like 1 damage to a boo before it starts leaving, and they stop as well. So it loses a lot of time if you try to damage boos in a dark room. Like it's really a lot. So it's almost never worth going for. If the boos are very high health, it might be worth going for.
Afroman going for one of the tech skips here. Probably
gets
the
it.
easiest tech skip in the game, but it's free time save. SpookyBazz here on the projection triple, just barely misses it. That can sometimes be a little bit of a difficult triple to kind of line up when all 3 of them are kind of in their way, but able to make a swift recovery.
So one thing I should mention about Clairvoyant is there's actually a decent amount of different ways to split on him or her. Actually, I don't think they has a gender, but yeah. So I'm just gonna say she. So she has suck up, she has entry, and she has exit. So all 3 of those are pretty valid splitting options for people to use. I prefer entrance or entry.
So do I.
It just feels like the Boolasa split makes it a little bit longer because it's pretty short without it. So yeah. Here's just tech smashing. There isn't much to say. SpookyBazz entering the study with pretty low health. He's probably going to take the free 50 heart in the nursery. That'd be a pretty smart move on his end. But we'll see if he decides to not take the time loss, because it does lose a little bit of time to get that. So he might not want to lose the time.
Not too bad RNG for Baz.
Yeah, better than at least it's better than Afroman's was in the bottom left. That was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
and
He switched.
bottom left switched into the table. It's
I
very
think worst RNG is if you go to the lamp and then he switches to the bottle.
Yeah. Baz here, right on. It's really difficult to get the helicopters going.
Luckily, he got him going pretty quickly.
Making work of it though.
Yeah, he did that pretty well.
Afroman just getting Clairvoyant. Here's another boo that can be deceptively difficult. This boo may only be 40 health, but because it's in the center of the room, if you lock onto any of Clairvoyant's pearls, it can be very, very difficult to have him not leave on you.
Yeah, Clairvoyant is not as Clairvoyant boot can go to mirror room or the hallway. If it goes to the hallway, it goes very far to the left, and you have to walk pretty far. It loses some time. Mirror room is still slower though because you have to go to the door load animations and the and getting the boo. So if the boo's gonna leave, you want to leave up, not right.
Yeah. Baz here getting the twins, and Afroman grabbing ice. You need to remember to grab ice on your way to Boolossus, because the Safari Room requires you to defeat some water element ghosts. I don't know their official name.
Blue blazes.
Blue Blazes. Yeah, I know you knew it. So
Yeah, I had to do some research anyway. Yeah, so the blue blazes are pretty easy ghosts to destroy or to kill.
in the case, you see Afroman actually spraying ice beforehand. That's to get rid of their elements before they spawn. It's a little bit faster.
You have to wait half the animation. He's also squishing them up against the walls because they will just it speeds up their suck up animation a little bit if they squish them against the wall.
Him spawning Afroman actually spawned a poison mushroom there, so he's opting to actually ice in there.
Sucks. That was really RNG because of the poison mushroom. Poison mushrooms are completely RNG.
As getting the health from Chauncey's room and then getting the boo.
He is trying to move the boo. That's interesting.
I think he was trying to manipulate it to go into Lydia's room.
Either that or the nursery. One of the two.
Perhaps he thinks that you can't actually capture them in hallways.
Maybe. So Afroman sidestep for blackout because it makes it a lot easier to not spawn the ghost. it loses a tiny bit of time versus trying to do something called manual sidestep, where you do the blackout out of sidestep and still don't get scared with your C stick, but it's a lot harder. But it still saves a little bit of time. That's why sometimes top runners go for it. Get that
Saves
free time
a
save.
few frames. Um,
Oh, Baz, if you suck up the cloth before the boo, it doesn't really, you don't get the text skip. And luckily at fast text, missing that text skip can be punishing specifically because this room is laggy, and also because you can get Van Gore text, which is RNG. Every boo after the 15th boo is completely RNG, and Van Gore text is the worst possible RNG.
for sure.
Afroman.
Here on Bulossus, Bulossus is one of the more interesting uh, boss ghosts in this game.
You want to explain Blue Losses?
Sure. How the Bulossus fight is generally done is you try and pop him on the right statue, and you try and horizontally walk towards the other statue while holding your vacuum out to the right. This will make the boos clump together, so then you can shoot him with the ice ball, just like that, to get a very, very nice one cycle.
Yeah, a 41 key is pretty good.
That is, yeah, very, very well done. It seems that Afroman is, I think he's about 10 to 15 seconds behind PB right now, which is definitely doable. Moving to Area 4.
Yeah, Area 4 is very hard because of its boos. That's where you lose most of your time. They have a lot of health, especially Weston Boo and what's his? Oh my god, why can't I remember? Weston Boo and Armory Boo, and they both have their own issues. Armory Boo has lag, Weston Boo has ice physics, so it's really hard. Van Gore Boo is kind of easy though because he can only go between two rooms, so you're not losing much time to him. And then King Boo's, we'll explain King Boo when they
Make it
get there.
So both gotta love when both runners are just in a cutscene that's not avoidable or anything like that.
Let's talk about Grimly. So Grimly is the Portrait Ghost and Wardrobe room that you must defeat to get the key to the breaker, which you end the blackout. He has a completely random chance, like early release, to show his heart between, I believe, 0 and about 50 and 52 seconds. It's completely RNG, with anything above, I believe, between like 5 to 10 being extremely rare. So if he gets anything above like 10, it's very rare that that even happens. So everything above is like very unevenly balanced.
I don't really think he will be salty if he gets that though, as anyone who gets a 50-second Grimly should wear that with pride, knowing that you are in a very big minority.
Yes, if you get second to worst Grimly though, it's like the worst feeling ever.
That was an oxymoron.
Yeah.
As you saw Afroman grabbing the fire on your way up, you generally want to do that because there's a few little frame skips and stuff that you can go for.
If you hold R in the double door,
skips.
yeah, flashlight skips. If you hold R in the double door, you'll skip pulling up the vacuum, which only saves a little bit of time, but it makes the time save from the vacuum cancels worth it.
Baz, not forgetting ice. Never want to forget ice.
Yes, forgetting ice loses you about 40 seconds if you get all the way to Safari without realizing, which is not good at all. You do not want to forget that. If you're on a really good pace and you forget it, it feels awful. But I've actually had runs where I was so far ahead that I could forget it and I would still PB. That can happen, but that's very rare.
It's very hard, and it is it's just time loss from just forgetting, which you never want to see.
Yeah. So I wonder if oh wait, never mind. We'll talk about it later. So yeah, he did a flashlight skip there, and now he's just walking through the blackout, trying to avoid getting scared. Well, let's see if he gets Instagram. That'd be pretty hype, wouldn't it be?
It would be very interesting, because all the runners so far in the tournament would have had a very nice Grimly.
Yes, so far you and Jurga both had pretty good Grimlies.
I believe I had an Instagram and he had a 1 second Grim, which are both very, very, very respectable. Afroman here.
I believe he probably splits at Grimly suck up.
I'd say so.
Alright, so let's see if he gets the Instagram. You'd probably hear him make a sound before he enters.
Oh,
Yep,
Instagram from Afroman. Very, very, very lucky.
44-42, Grimley suck up.
It's very respectable. And Afroman not going for Pythagoras skip, where
Yeah.
the
Skip a little
where
bit of
the how am I forgetting what the is it? It's the foyer, right? Not going
parlor.
parlor. Where you go through the parlor around the table in front of it rather than behind it. It saves about a second or so. I'm not actually sure how much time it saves, but it's
Pretty sure
very
it's
difficult to do optimally and without
yeah.
getting scared.
I'm pretty sure it's called Pythagoras skip because you skip in like a triangle movement with a. I don't know. It's something like that because triangles and Pythagoras here.
Generally, how the room's movement works is you go to the right and forward, and Pythagoras skip means that you take the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle.
Yep. Going for the double.
It's going for the double. It's a very, very, very tricky double to get optimally.
And
Just
he misses
missing
the
it.
stun.
Gets them both in singles, though, with neither of them despawning. Baz with a very, very, very unfortunate ice spawn.
Oh dang, we were just talking about Blue Loss's RNG not mattering much usually, but this is one time where it does.
He's going to have very, very, very limited time to get them.
That was an insane ice
Really
shot. Oh
good
my god. He did.
But-
He played it. He did a risky ice shot, and there's still two left though.
Yeah, he was very close to getting that there. That was an insane shot from Baz.
So one thing I want to mention about re-grabbing Bulas is you have to have him stuck on your vacuum at least 3 times in order before you can grab him. Some people don't know that actually, that you have to get him stuck on the vacuum 3 times, and they just think you have to just get lucky, but it's actually 3 times. I didn't know that until I saw a tutorial actually.
Baz having a little bit of issues with this last boo.
Ooh,
But
yeah,
gets
a
him in the
very nice shot. Yeah.
That first Bulasa cycle was very impressive for how poor the ice spawn was.
Dude, that was insane for how poor the ice spawner was, and he shot the ice ball pretty early, like pretty far from the statue. He played it risky, and he paid off definitely. That was pretty similar to your Bulas's fight in your run.
Yeah, it was very close. I'm actually surprised he didn't one cycle there. It looked like the ice was just on him. But,
yeah, sometimes the depth perception for that fight can also be pretty hard.
just like a lot of things in this game, very hard with the depth perception.
Yeah. So, Afroman coming up on Clockwork Soldiers. I don't know if he will go for a soldier double where he gets 2 at once. You can actually go for 2 different soldier doubles, pink and blue, or blue and green. I've seen both of them.
Generally, you only see them from top level runners, but sometimes some runners with not top level but not low level times, such as Afroman, sometimes can go for it. Looks like he's
Ooh.
gonna go for it here. Oh, just missing it though.
Ooh, he got poked by the green soldier. So one strat that you can do is you can bring the pink and the blue soldier up left, and the green soldier will actually get stuck. So you don't really have any risk because by the time the blue soldier comes over, you've already defeated the pink one, and then the green guy won't come over, so you have to go to him. It's slower, but it makes that fight guaranteed to not get poked by another soldier.
Here is the burn. There is actually a strat here where you burn all of them once, and then you get a 6-piece on them. Doing that saves very, very, very little time done optimally. Believe it will only save time in tasks.
Yeah, RTA, I don't think it really saves any time. I could be wrong though.
Afroman getting a flashlight stun on there too.
Afroman almost getting a sub 49 key. I've only had one ever, and it was a 48.59, so this is definitely a very good run.
Yeah, this is he'll have to play pretty out of his mind in order to get a
sub 1 hour, but if he doesn't have very good RNG, that might be hard.
But it still has some possibility in there.
And Baz is not, I would not count him out if you think about it. If Afroman can get a under 1 hour pace, and SpookyBazz is only about 4 to 5 minutes behind, technically SpookyBazz can still get a pretty good PB.
I've seen Armory Boo go to only go between Jarvis and Hallway for at least like 4 to 5 cycles.
Worst possible RNG without him going back into a room like twice would be the Armory Boo leaves the clock or the Jarvis, he goes to the hallway and then he goes to Clockworks. If that happens, you lose a lot of time.
Definitely some possibility for him. Afroman getting the 3-piece here. It's probably one of the cooler triples in this game. Another one of the triples where it's kind of hard to get the hang of, but once you do, you kind of got it forever.
And sadly, pretty sure he found the decoy there. Yeah, but he had pretty good RNG still.
Pushing
And
in, bonking off of him. Hate to see it.
The one cycle will be pretty hard here because he has one less pump and he double tackled. This will not be a one cycle unless he gets.
And
20 health is very good for the amount of time he double tackled.
I didn't actually see how long Baz's Grimly cycle was. Going into telephone room, very unlucky.
This is if he goes left again. Ooh, he's trying to manipulate him to go up, and it worked. SpookyBazz is having some lag here.
His stream's seizing up a little bit, but he seems to be back.
Oh no, bonking. Ooh, that Armory Boot probably killed any chance of a PB, but he can still get a pretty solid time in this run.
He could still get a sub 101, which would be very respectable.
Yes, especially in a race. SpookyBazz here getting the breaker key.
Both in the basement here, except Afroman's in the basement for the second time, and Baz is here for the first time. Baz going for the double here. Very tricky double, but so close.
Luckily, the one he missed is a little bit easier to deal with because he's right next to you. That would have been pretty impressive.
That was, yeah, that's pretty insane.
Even the fact he almost got it is pretty nice. That was a very good attempt. I'll give him that. Now, Afroman, did not manipulate the ghost from spawning. If you only look up there and you don't move too far forward, the ghost will not spawn, which is a very convenient thing.
Baz here on one cycle. First try one cycling the cellar boo or storage boo.
Yep.
Right. And the pipe room, which Afroman is in right now, is actually not required to beat. I don't know if you said this already.
Yeah, pipe room is not required. They don't. The ghosts drop nothing but the boo that you have to get to clear the room, or you have to get from clearing the room.
And the boo, the Weston boo and Van Gore boo are a little bit easier to get, so a little bit faster.
So one thing I should mention is that the players need 40 boos to complete this game. On PAL, it's 45 on the PAL Hidden Mansion, which is a completely different game. Which is why if you're playing on PAL, you'd be like confused. Oh yeah, I don't even think we mentioned why they're playing on Hidden Mansion. On Hidden Mansion, you deal 1.5 times damage to ghosts. That's really the main change as to why it's faster. On English, you take double damage, so it's a little bit harder. Surprisingly, in Hidden Mansion, you actually don't deal any more damage to boos. So all boos are the same on both mansions.
Afterman here on Weston Boo. Some pearls around the room though can make it really difficult to one cycle them properly, as well as way too high. So 2 cycles is in for him, but it's actually better for him to go into the hall rather than the pipe room because you don't generally clear pipe room.
Yeah, pipe room is a room that you don't clear. Some beginners like to clear it because if you clear it optimally and the Weston Boo goes up, it's a little bit less time loss. It's not much though, so it's not really worth clearing mostly just because it's very. Oh, and Baz getting dragged a lot by the Clockwork Soldiers and
the other 2 are lining up here actually. This could be poor if he doesn't want to go for the double. Forced into the double. Not doing too bad. Oh, as I say that.
All the soldiers are at about 50 health, which means they're a lot easier to deal with now.
Yeah. He should be able to clean all these up pretty well. Oh,
One thing that's
going
interesting
back
about
to the
this
position.
game is that how much invincibility frames you have. It's pretty crazy. If you watch the Chauncey fight specifically, you have a lot of invincibility frames, and when you knock on an object, you actually extend that by a little bit. So they actually do that for the second ball catch if you watch them.
Afroman heading up right now into Van Gore. Van Gore is the
Last portrait ghost aside from King Boo.
yeah. Besides the final boss, it's the last portrait ghost we're gonna be seeing in this run here.
Baz I think he accidentally sucked off the mask of one of them. Yep. That's not fair. That can happen sometimes. Ooh, if you touch
Picking up the fire, going down to
fire
14
element-
HP.
I believe if he gets punched by anything, he's dead. Which would not be very nice.
Just narrowly dodging. Oh, and he missed the ice element. But
This is Monka S right here. He's doing good. Alright, he made it out of the rooftop. So yeah, these are just a bunch of triples, really. These are all the normal ghosts in the game, aside from like the elemental ones and like the bowling ghosts. But you know what? Nobody really cares about those.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have to have 3 elements in this room, which would be kind of ridiculous. Because you can't leave without dying or resetting.
Afroman making that triple look easy. That grabber triple is not easy.
Their hitboxes are weird.
Very finicky.
And then this is also a pretty tricky triple because you have to push the garbage can ghosts just like that.
Yeah, if you push them on accident, you can make them push into the wall and into each other, which will make them much harder to get.
In the wardrobe room.
You grab armory. You grab not armor. You grab the fire elements to burn the ceiling ghosts.
So yeah, you might have seen earlier in the run, the bottom of the well. They did not burn that ghost. They actually just sucked them up. It's a little bit faster for that one because you don't have to set up a triple, unlike you would have to for the armory or the Van Gore triple. So yeah, it's a little bit faster just to fire those guys as opposed to the one in the well. This is a pretty hard 2-cycle if you aren't very good at it, like I am. This involves Boo Dragon.
That's a very, very respectable first cycle. 140.
Anything 150 or below means that you have a pretty good shot at 2-cycling. So as you saw there, Afroman put his vacuum away from the Boo and then moved it towards him. That's just because if he damaged him from far away, there's a good chance he would have double cackled. And double cackling would not really let him. It'd make it a lot harder to get the 2-cycle, so he didn't want to risk it.
Really good Van Gorbu out of Afroman. Getting Van Gore text on Van Gorbu. Gotta love
that. Is the most funny thing ever. So this is looking to be a very high 1-hour flat from Afroman if he gets the 2-cycle. So let me explain King Boo now that he's just walking. So King Boo there's 3 ways to do him optimally. There's only one way to do him optimally, but there's 3 ways you normally get him. A 2-cycle, a fast 3-cycle, and a fast slow 3-cycle. A fast 2-cycle is when you just 2-cycle him, and you optimally want that. It saves a decent amount of time over a fast 3. And then if you notice, whenever you play the game, you'll probably see him take off his head, put it backwards, and run around. That happens if he is at 200 health or below. So Afroman will try to keep him above 200 health if he's not going to 2-cycle.
Generally, if you don't get him below, I believe it's 260, you're gonna want to go for a fast 3. So on the second cycle, you're gonna want to only do about 600 or 60 damage to him. Keep him just above 200.
This run will barely 1-hour flat if he gets a fast 3-cycle. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very close. I think it'd say it's a little under 20 seconds, right? A fast 3 loses about a little under 20.
Yeah, I believe so.
So this is going to be a very close 1-hour flat. That'd be a very good time. Being within the mid of your PB in a race is very respectable. Baz on a pretty good run. Actually, if he doesn't die, there's a 50 heart in the cellar, which I'm assuming he will take. Yes, he is being smart and going to take it. So that this puts Baz in a very, very good position to PB with this race.
Having a little bit of trouble here, and
these piles are annoying.
Who knows? This is still possible. Afroman might crown theft.
I guess. Actually, no, because he saved that Van Gorbu.
He might crown theft twice.
That's still only about like 4 minutes. Anyway, crown theft is when you get King Boo's crown. It invalidates the run because you must receive credits. But yeah, what was I gonna say here? I forget. I'll try to remember.
Here entering onto the first cycle for Afroman. Let's see if he gets it good.
Yeah.
Generally, you're gonna want to try and get him to 250 and not get hit by ice. You're gonna see him R pump just after the ice ball. Ooh.
Oh, and he got double comboed.
So here you're probably gonna see him go for a well, no, you're pretty much for sure gonna see him go for a fast 3 here. It's not possible.
Fun fact about the ice piles, they are the dirt piles in the cellar. They're actually bigger on the Powell Hidden Mansion. That is one of the very hated changes that they made for whatever reason. I don't know why they did that, but I just thought I'd mention it. So
yeah,
Afroman going for that, hopefully gets the fast 3. He will be very close to a 1 hour flat, but his first 2 cycles are pretty slow, so he's not going to get the 1 hour flat.
Baz almost getting a 1 cycle Weston.
That's pretty good. A 1 cycle Weston is pretty hard.
And coming in here, with a low 101, 101.04, which is very respectable. A minute and 3 seconds off of his PB. And for a race can be a little tricky.
The Weston is pretty rough.
Hello.
Weston
Hello,
moving.
Afroman.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's not too shabby.
No, it really wasn't bad. It's just that everything was going... I don't even know how to describe it, because everything in Area 3 was weird.
Yeah. There's a few parts that were a little odd, but looked very, very refined. Just RNG not the best. Yeah, the twins.
Very big PB pace right now. He is. I'm trying to think of. He can PB.
Yeah.
He can get like a 108, 109 with this if he plays really good, which is gonna be like a 6-minute PB in a race. That's just mind blowing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Afroman, how did you feel entering? Let me think here. Entering the Clairvoyant after Moonshot, because you were on a very good pace after Moonshot.
Clairvoyant, well, it's like I would have. God, everything. No, before that, like, you know, you saw the ice running away from me as it was in Tea Room, and
That was sad.
and Bananas Boo almost escaping immediately to Tea Room.
Yeah.
But once I got to Clairvoyant, I mean, I already knew I was losing time, so I just had to just try to maintain this momentum that I have going on. But
That Armory Boo was rough.
also, Armory Boo, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I had him in where I wanted, but then I just suddenly bumped into him and I kind of lost it. But
Yeah, that was really good RNG. At least you didn't have like back left. Which would have been pretty
I
bad.
know, because, oh yeah, that was the thing. Like, I had at least a couple times where he swapped in, like, Boos would swap in weird positions, like, Ballroom, he switched to the right side when I was trying to get him on left.
That was a really bad, annoying thing that could happen.
And, I think it was also Neville who he was initially in the lamp, but then he went to the desk. Also,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good. And then freaking, I don't know what happened. I think I somehow didn't read the first win when he was hiding by the door or by the desk. I mean,
Because the desk shakes, it's very easy to skip it. Either shaking or not shaking because of the desk.
yeah, it's like I didn't see it shake, so I just assumed he wasn't in there. But it turns out he actually was. But then it was so funny because I got the same exact RNG re-entering that room.
That was pretty funny.
Okay. Seems that the audio is a little too loud for Baz, so I gotta figure out how to lower it.
Oh,
I'll just try and lower it a little bit.
Ooh, he barely got. Alright, so this is done.
oh, good.
If Vanguard talks to you while you're in animation, he repeats part of it. I don't know if you're gonna see it here. Yeah, that's kind of yeah. I think Baz is on pace for a 108, 109 if he has really good execution, which
Is
that
very possible. It would be very, very nice to see him go for a to see him PB.
that would be sick.
We'll give him a little bit of trouble here, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Recyclable.
A 3-cycle wouldn't be that bad. Even a 4-cycle is not that bad.
Ooh.
He's playing it risky.
Oh, so you can be really going to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pearls
Okay,
got him.
yeah, pearls got him.
Generally, unless he's, I believe 50 or less, you're gonna want to have him go in to the room fully, not
Right.
just through the door, because it can be really tricky to have him with 150 HP and do good amounts of damage.
So, if you guys remember earlier, I said, Hidden Mansion, you take double damage on English, and Boos don't take any less health. Therefore, if you switch to Normal Mansion for King Boo, you don't lose any time, and you actually take half as much damage. It's a very, very, very unknown strat that, not many people knew about. I didn't even know about it until yesterday, when, Jurga accidentally went to Hidden Normal Mansion, and then I realized that could have been better.
But luckily, yesterday you didn't die or anything.
Yeah, he was pretty close, though.
That's going on to
Baz
hit.
didn't get the freaking Vanguard text RNG.
Oh.
Catching the boo.
Vangor text after beating Vangor. Thanks, Egad.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's out of the loop. This can 100% sub 10 for Baz here.
Yeah,
Him going for this this heart here as well. Very smart of him.
So he has a PV of 114.
yeah.
Believe so.
So if he has a, I believe a fast 3-cycle King Boo will net him a 109. A 2-cycle will net him a mid 109. So as long as he can get a fast 3-cycle, he can get the free sub 110, which would be pretty insane, honestly, to see somebody break a 10-minute barrier in Eternity. And because of how far ahead he is, unless he dies, he should be pretty in a good bout to PB.
For
He
sure.
actually has exactly 100 bills and exactly 1 gold bar. That's kind of funny.
Holla holla get dollar.
He has 0 coins. He's kept 0 coins this entire run. That's pretty
Dang.
impressive.
Yeah.
Too bad this isn't task, so that would actually save time. Rip.
No.
Well, I mean, it would, but it wouldn't.
Because task is final input, so you have to hit B to not save the game in the money count. It's dumb. Task is different. Task would actually save like some frames, which doesn't matter. Point is, it doesn't matter. That's what matters. Is that
That's what the
in
point is.
RTA coins after Area 3, money doesn't matter. RTA. Like you can get all the money you want. RTA, it will not matter.
So let's see Baz here. We'll see how his first cycle is. To depend on if he's gonna go for a 2-cycle or a 3-cycle. 2-cycle is a very tall order for most players.
Yeah.
If I was him, I'd probably go for a fast 3 just because I could still get the sub 110.
I would
it would
I would
be-
force fast 3 if I were him.
Really
Actually,
safe for him.
he's on English, so it might be a little bit more close tonight.
Oh no,
Oh no, he missed.
Now we have.
he
Oh.
missed
Now he
the
has to.
spot.
Oh no, he's.
Hopefully he
oh, sorry.
doesn't die.
He's
That's a 40 damage. That's like a. Is that 50 health
50
combo?
damage.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's a very bad combo there. If he gets hit by it again, he will die. He can still PB if he dies, but it will be a lot harder.
He's shooting it very, very far to the left. I think he just died.
He might have just died.
All right,
He is dead.
Baz dying on King Boo.
That loses about 3 minutes.
So let's see.
He's going right back into it.
He's still
Generally,
going.
when going for King Boo, you're gonna want to stand on the furthest most right brown line.
Yeah, right below the pillar.
Hmm.
When he comes in the call, I'll tell him about the normal mansion trick so this doesn't happen again.
Yeah,
That would be very useful for him to know.
to to
So yeah,
lose a PB here.
I don't
It's
even know if we asked you this yet, but Afroman, how'd you feel about that run?
we got
Well, considering my nerves were completely shot at the beginning, I say I did pretty well in Area 1 and 2, but then Area 3, everything was going... Like, a lot of things were just going... or a lot of things were just happening where I didn't expect them to just kind of throw me for a loop.
yeah.
It's just a lot of weird stuff, but other than that, it was really solid. Like, I was very pleased with my Area 1 doubles and my ballroom doubles. And then I got early release, early release.
Yeah, you were very close to a sub 10 Boo release.
Yeah, I got like a
Missed that double.
1001 boo release.
Missed that double in storage costed you the sub 10.
Yeah, it did.
That would have been a very big flex.
But then it's like, for the fire split, I think I just kind of got some bad RNG.
Yeah.
Nothing much I could have done about that.
Oh no, SpookyBazz going in with only 56. Actually, that doesn't matter if he gets hit by the combo because he'll be at 6 health.
Yeah.
So as long as he doesn't take damage from anything but the combo, it won't really matter. Which is probably what he will be taking damage from. So yeah. Is that really all that has to be said before Baz finishes, or do you guys have any other final thoughts before he comes in here?
I don't really have too much. Just let's hope Baz gets this cycle. King Boo can be very tricky for a lot of beginners. So
Yeah, if you don't know where to stand for the ball shot, you can either hit the invisible wall or just aim poorly. Both of which are pretty common if you don't know the alignment, which is
For shooting the ball, I would suggest
still,
no, he's too far left and has got hit by an invisible wall.
yeah, he is too far.
He needs to be on the other line.
yeah, the line that he's currently standing on is the line that he should be on.
Yeah.
He
I
is
feel like-
very low on health.
Okay.
Oh.
No. It's not gonna work.
Is he in a forfeit?
Well, we'll see.
He can't PB
I don't believe-
anymore.
Yeah, PB is unfortunately gone.
He's still going in on it.
He's going in. Still in Hidden Mansion.
Wait, Afroman, did you just join this call, or did they like tell you to come here?
They well, I got the invite about a couple minutes after I'd finished.
Ah, okay, because I was just wondering because like if SpookyBazz finishes, if he'll know where to go. If
Yeah, there's like an invite that they send. He'll probably notice it, but if he doesn't, then
yeah.
we won't like try to ask him
Well-
if he doesn't want to.
So yeah, that is pretty unfortunate, King Boo.
But him just learning this this one strat though, just standing on that right line will make his it will make his King Boos a lot more efficient.
Oh yes.
Because the rest of the run was actually looking pretty decent. He can I think he could like sub 108 with this type of if he keeps
yeah.
going pretty easily.
Yeah, Spooky definitely could get sub 110. He's very capable. He could probably improve pretty fast and get a pretty good time if he really tries. Well, not saying that he isn't trying now, but if he like really puts his mind to it, I bet he could do it.
For sure. All right, here on attempt 3 at King Boozer, the loser. Wow, look at this. Gold frames on all of Afroman.
Oh, did I realize? Did I get all gold frames? I didn't notice. It's usually like, Chauncey that you get like a bronze frame or something because you're taking all that damage.
Yeah. All right.
hoping that he'll make just kind of like a small adjustment to his strat. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll hit the
Kind
head
of.
this
I
time.
was kind of wishing he was watching in on the stream at us talking about this stuff, but he's probably trying to focus right now, which I completely understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had the stream up all the time, but I
Oh,
wanted to mute it.
he went into a better position, but it got hit by the
Oh,
fire,
he might get
unfortunately.
the second spike ball actually.
Okay.
Just barely missed. He could still get it though.
The
Pause
phase,
buffering to
pause buffering.
I don't know. There we go.
There you
There, one cycle.
go.
There-
Okay.
Curtain cycle 1. Let's hope he gets some good health off on him. Aiming for 200 at least. 150.
Okay. Hopefully for his second cycle, King Boo doesn't go out of bounds because you can't do damage.
Yeah, it could be very, very tricky.
Or if he clips through the floor, that's even worse.
I've never seen that happen before.
He just said, I am about to head out.
I've seen that happen to Zircon once. Alright, let's see if he gets the, ooh, it's pretty...
Oh no, he's fine.
He has a good cycle on this.
He's probably just gonna deal as much damage as possible.
Ooh, keeping it to a fast 3.
Good.
Alright, he can still 116 with this, which would be only 2 minutes behind his PV. Probably less, actually, which is not bad
Not bad at all.
for, attorney.
Oh, just missing it.
Oh,
The spike balls will
I'm a
not
second
spawn.
behind.
The spike balls only spawn when you're a certain distance away from Bowser, so he needs to move away for it
He
to
needs to
spawn.
move away.
Ooh, he's at one hit.
Low on health as well.
Oh,
And he's being put into a really, really bad position.
He's probably gonna die, yeah.
Oh, he unfortunately died again.
alright. Well, up to him if he decides to keep going or...
He's going for it.
Still
He's
going.
still going. Oh man, he wants to finish it.
He is
The right
motivated.
way.
Still unhidden.
Yeah, I don't think it's very unlikely that he'll just think the only way he would do it is if he accidentally selected Null Mansion, which I don't think he's gonna do. The
Local
only time
man
he does
is indeed motivated.
the only time he really does that is if you play a lot of hit Null Mansion, it's pretty easy to get them switched up. It's happened to me after playing Null Mansion one run. After that, I just keep going to Null Mansion for a little bit, and then I go back to him.
Yeah, even just playing, doing normal mansion speedruns, just I've
Not
had them
hitting it.
guide to going to hidden mansion.
Like it's very hard to switch between them.
All right, let's see what the what mansion you got. Rank
H, I believe that is.
rank G.
G. Oh, that's
I think rank H is the tent, right?
yeah, it is a 10. I don't know why I thought of that. I thought that was rank F for some reason because in my head F is always the worst, but I don't know what I'm saying.
This is not a grading system, but it is.
All right. On to attempt. Is this 4 or 5?
I
I think this is 5, yeah. I don't know how long we can keep going because there might be more matches scheduled.
I know there's another tourney match tonight at 12 a.m., but I don't know if there's
There's a
anything
tourney
else.
match, but for Speed Gaming, I'm a little unsure of what other events they have going on tonight.
Yeah.
So we might have to check the schedule and see if we actually have the time to keep going. Hopefully he'll get it on this attempt.
I assume that if they'll probably end it a little bit before because they want to get the interview in. So yeah. Sub 120 is still possible.
Actually, I think it should be. I don't believe we actually have any other anything else after this on the main Speed Gaming stream.
Well, hopefully, I still don't want us to drag on for too long.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't
Ooh.
see what his first... But it somehow looked like his angle got shifted.
Yeah.
Alright, well this is his first cycle.
Yeah.
Very good.
He doesn't R pump. That was a decent amount of damage for not R pumping.
Immediately spawning back with the balls. I'm going for the furthest one. Oh, not a good position to be in there.
Oh, he's still got the snipe.
Oh,
Going out of
nice.
bounds.
I don't know how he's gonna get the King Boo though.
Coming back in bounds pretty quick, but vision is not good.
Oh, he's
He might
not.
have taken damage too. Yeah. Oh.
Dang, he did no damage.
16 health, very, very low. Bowser getting a little lost here, spawning balls again. Getting the shot, this should be good.
Oh, he's on low health, which means this is a lot weirder. Because for some reason, whenever you're on low health, Luigi points to backing lower, which is a pretty annoying change. And 191, that's a slow 3. Not getting to sub 120, that's kind of a shame.
Can someone yell across America to get Baz to start our pumping?
I don't know. I don't even know where he lives. Anyway, so yeah. Still, aside from King Boo, this was a good run.
This, yeah, this actually had so much potential moving into,
It's just, you know, King Boo is hard, especially... Have you ever tried Pal King Boo?
I've never tried Pal King Boo.
You have to shoot the ice. After the first one's free, but after that, you gotta shoot the ice ball and
Looks like the
time.
yellow occurred because
Oh, gets the 3 cycle.
he got that. He
Time.
got it. All right. GG. A 121.02.
Well, congratulations for actually finishing that run.
Yeah.
Forfeit, honestly, but that just shows that he has a good mentality, which is always
So
nice
much
to see.
mentality. Hello, Baz.
What's poppin', guys? So how
Hey.
about that first try Bowser, huh?
I think,
Took you
you're
about 20 minutes to beat him, but good job.
Hey man, you could have done like 2 out-of-bounds runs after you finished, man. You had time.
Hey,
Unfortunately, if I
hey,
knew
Bat.
how to, yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
I was wondering what you were doing with the Twins Boo when it went to the hallway.
Oh, I was just kind of vibing, letting him walk a little bit. You know, once he got out of the room, I have actually never really encountered that situation before. So there were a couple of Astral Hall Boo. Like my Boo radar was just like popping off. It was playing
Yeah.
no games. I had no idea where to go. There
That
were
Boo
there
was
were
pretty
multiple
hard.
clown fiesta situations happening. All I'm saying though is that 360 moonshot was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
360
that was.
moonshot definitely
Oh, yeah, well,
the highlight of the
try.
highlight.
Oh my
First
God.
try 360 moonshot, highlight of the race.
Imagine going from being 3.5 minutes ahead to 7 minutes behind.
So, Baz,
Yeah, what's up, man?
did you know that on Noah Mansion, Boos take the same amount of damage as the Hidden Mansion?
I did not know that. No. So what you're
So that
saying
means-
is after I died 10 times, I should have just done that last fight on normal mansion so I wouldn't have gotten wrecked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I know. Next time that I die
Yeah.
5 times in a race, I'll make sure to do that.
And I just want to mention this: when going for the first cycle on King Boo,
Uh-huh.
you were standing on the leftmost line next to Bowser. You're gonna want to
Uh-huh.
stand on the right line, and that will pop his head off pretty
you're
much.
pretty low. You
Got
want
it.
to stand a little bit higher up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing there. All I know is, I was really excited just to get to play in this tournament, and I knew when I looked at everyone else on the bracket, I was like, oh, these people make the green man go very fast. But
But,
we got time to train. We're not done yet. Afro, I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you in grand finals, man. Let's go. You and
Oh,
I in
boy,
grand
yeah.
finals. I'm working my way back, so
Hey.
you better be ready.
A comeback,
Hey, man.
top hour.
You're not out of the tournament yet. You still got losers, so.
Yes, sir.
Don't-
We
don't
got
count
it.
yourself out. You still got some more
So-
games coming up.
We got time to train. We're gonna make it work, people. We
And
got it.
Yeah.
I will love to see you sub 110. I know you can do it. Your game is actually really good.
I was fairly happy with how I was playing for the first 2 areas, and then Area 3 started, and it just it went wacko real fast. Like I got bonked by the grabber boo in the ice room while I was flipping up. It was weird. It was
We
a train wreck.
we both had really weird boos in the ice room because as I got my boo, the ice element was flying away from and it got on the other side of the table. So I literally had to walk around the table and then get
Oh
to
my
the door,
God.
just losing like 5 or 10 seconds, something like that.
Dude, my Boolossus ice was just out of there. Like, it did not want to be anywhere
oh, yeah,
near
that
me.
was bad.
I was
You,
so
uh,
confused for a second. I was like,
It
what?
was like out of bounds in the bottom right, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
I was worried
But,
I
you
wasn't going to
actually-
be able to get it for a second. I was
You
like,
actually
no.
came back from that though, getting I think it was
Oh, dude.
12 boos with your ice ball.
He shot the ice earlier than normal, and he still got 13 boos in one shot.
Sick.
I was
Yeah.
mad I didn't one cycle it though, dude.
Yeah.
I did well
So
on
very
the parts that I practiced. I wanted to one cycle Boolossus because that's one of the things
You
I
were so
practiced,
close.
but then, God, well, either way though, I had a lot of fun. Afroman, I'm excited to see what you do in the next round. Hopefully you'll be waiting for me in those grand finals, dude.
Hey, at least you finished less than 20 minutes behind him, barely.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
looking at that. I saw on the Speedruns Live his finishing time, and when I realized on that last attempt, I'm like, I swear to God, if he beats me by over 20 minutes, I'm gonna just have to. It's okay. I got a strawberry Taco Bell freeze in the freezer waiting for me, so I have something to cool down with, really think about and process what just happened.
Yeah. Or
Hey.
you could just stream later and play Rehydrated.
Oh, dude, true. I loved Rehydrated. Right, Rehydrated's been really fun so far. But yeah, no, I feel like there are a lot of things that I'm doing like above my level, and also tons of things where I just have no idea what I'm doing yet, and I just need to play the game more. So.
Your area 1 was very, very good for
Oh
you.
yeah, your area 1 was pretty good in this run.
Yeah, I was like you
were
should
only,
you should work on area 4 and then easy PB.
Oh
They-
yeah. If I just
you
don't
have-
die, I almost died in area 2 so much. Like I was sitting there, I was like, please don't die. Like I was worried Spooky was gonna just munch me.
Daycat in chat was just praying that you had saved.
Yeah, no, I started saving on some of the booze at one point when I realized how close I was coming to dying. Oh man.
So I am going to be. I guess I'll let people know there's another race tonight between.
Riddlesk and Starlight Kick
Yeah.
at
That's right.
11:59, hosted by
Basically-
two members here, Baz and Saria, commentating that match.
Oh yeah, we're both commentating, so.
Yeah, it
You
should be
wanna hear
fun.
more?
You'll be able to bring that technical side. I'll bring the hype. I got the hype already for you, man. Should be a fun one.
Alright.
And Afroman in the next round going against Skazi, and Baz either
Baz
going
easy.
against me or Joven.
Yeah.
So Joven better be ready then, right?
Yeah.
So we better be ready.
With our powers combined.
We can maybe. So yeah,
Beats the
next
beats.
next race, be prepared. Same channel, just the main Speed Gaming channel at 11:59 tonight.
Oh, yeah. For Daycat, it's 5 a.m. her time.
Oh no.
Well, I'll see about trying to stay up for that one too.
Alright.
Well,
y'all
thank
have anything
you
else you wanna
to.
say?
Have fun, Afro man. Good luck on the next round, man.
Yeah, have fun with your match with Joven.
You're like, yeah, have fun, loser, in the losers bracket. Imagine losing. Couldn't be me.
I just want to say a quick thanks to HD for organizing this event, and Speed Gaming for hosting it for us. We
to
could
you
not have
guys for
done any
commentating
of
it.
without them. And thank you. Oh my god.
Absolutely. Yeah, I guess we'll be seeing each other again at like 10 or 11:59. So
See all of you
Man,
guys
see you guys
at
tonight.
11:59.
11. Alright.
GG to both the runners.
GG.
all right,
GG, guys.
Take care.
Take care.